Hi, happy Sunday. Okay, so today's Sunday story is Stephanie Dowrick's Forgiveness and Other Acts of Love. And I'm diving straight into the chapter about courage. The purpose of life is to be happy, says the Dalai Lama. It's a huge claim and, as an ambiguous statement, somewhat provocative, especially when Buddhism urges us to pay close enough attention to suffering to know eventually how to free ourselves from it. But given that happiness is what most human beings want, how should any of us achieve it? The Dalai Lama goes on. As a Buddhist, I have found that one's own mental attitude is the most influential factor in working towards that goal. Courage is a mental attitude that finds its expression through words, gestures, feelings, and deeds. It can be cultivated and enhanced, but it is not of itself an emotion. It involves emotions and can certainly change our emotions. Yet it arises from thought and is supported by right thinking. That is, it is supported in part by what we pay attention to, what we allow ourselves to see, experience, feel, absorb, and express, how we liberate the potentials of consciousness. This notion that courage is or arises from a mental attitude brings courage into reach. We can't choose our feelings. They're like the elements: wind, rain, fog, cloud, snow, heat. They come and go. But attitudes are something else entirely. We can choose them, even when they seem a little reluctant to choose us. Courage is a way of living in the world. It arises out of the cultivation of an attitude that you can then bring to any situation, even when you feel at your worst. It is courage that is needed when a crisis has long ceased to be exciting and has become instead a new version of your old life to which you must adjust. When the person who is in intensive care now needs hourly turning in a clean bed into an indefinite future. When your intellectually disabled child turns 12 and needs sanitary towels as well as nappies. When you have been unemployed for 3 years and face the possibility of never being employed again. When you are 39 and have neither the partner nor the child you had always hoped for. When you must spend your days in a nursing home to save the health and energy of your aged partner, whom you still passionately love. Courage is what allows you to learn that even when life has apparently betrayed you, life itself is still present. In the presence of life, it is impossible to be totally diminished by events that are outside you or are outside your control, no matter how deeply and permanently they affect you. It is possible, with time, self-love, compassion, and some creativity, to again find some pleasure, some joy. So there you go. That's today's Sunday Stories. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.